to our channel. We have just arrived in our next destination and we are in Boracay, the Philippines. We are in the Philippines. Boracay is a small island in central Philippines. It's known for its resorts and beaches. Along the west coast, White Beach is backed with palm trees, bars and restaurants. On the east coast, strong winds make Bacon Beach a hub of water sports. Nearby, the observation deck on Mount Luhu offers panoramic views of the island. Offshore, coral reefs and shipwrecks are home to diverse marine life. Time for a room tour. So you come in here. Now, I'll preface this by saying this is one of the hotels we were most looking forward to on our whole trip. But here we have the bathroom. Beautiful. Beautiful. You got a little sneak peek to the bedroom there. This is the bedroom. Very nice indeed. Nice little seating area. And then the best part of this whole room is that's the pool. We walk out onto the pool. We have direct access to the pool. How cool is that? I just wanted to stay in a room like that where like you can just go straight into the pool from your room. And we're finally there. We then got room service because we had had a long day and we were ready to chill and get an early night. Just gotten ready for the day and we are off for breakfast. Alex is wearing his favourite top that he got in Perth. We're obsessed, aren't we? It's a cute little top. We sat down and started to play our first of many games of rummy, and we decided to get ready for the day. This hotel was honestly so beautiful. It was so cool to walk through it, and we walked out right onto the beach, which was amazing. The hotel was so central. For reference, we were staying at the Hanan Palm Beach Hotel. One thing we noticed about Boracay before we even got there is that it was going to be busy. They have multiple planes from Manila every single day, and when we tell you these planes are packed to the absolute brim. Boracay is a big destination for Filipinos. We also showed it in the intro to the video, but we did have to get a boat from the mainland to Boracay as it is an island. The boat ride isn't very long, it's about 5 minutes, but we did book through our hotel because it was more convenient and a little bit pricey. I know you are able to take a ferry that is a lot cheaper, but honestly, when you have been traveling for so long, you just need a break, and that is what we needed, so we just got the private transfer right to our hotel. We headed over to a place that we had seen the day before that had smoothie bowls, and if you've watched any of our previous videos, you know that while we were in Australia, we were absolutely obsessed with oakberry, and we were fancying it again, so we just grabbed one here. We wandered through the town some more and then headed down to the beach. Now, we had heard that they were having a bit of an algae problem, and in our area it wasn't too bad, but as we walked down the beach we realised that there really was an issue. There were lots of people swimming in the sea and it is totally safe to do so, however algae is just not our vibe, and when we have such a beautiful pool back at the hotel, we had no need to swim in the sea. We decided it was time to head back to the hotel, and we passed the sign that tells you how long everything takes to decompose. Now, did you know that throat peel can take between 2 and 5 years? I did not realise it was that long. We got back to the hotel and chilled for a while before we headed out for dinner. Now, a big thing in Boracay is to do buffet dinners, and this was the first that we went to at the Mandarin Bay. Now, it was probably the best one that we went to on the island, and it is highly recommended. It was very tasty. It works out at about £15 per person for the whole buffet, including the drinks package, which does include alcohol, and that is what we opted for. I am just in the process of getting ready for bed. I'm doing a little bit of a face care routine. Not that you can really do that much while you're traveling. This is essentially it for me. A little bit of face wash. And that's what I'm going to do now. Had such a nice evening. I did record some of it, but we went to a buffet tonight and it was so tasty. Honestly, the steak we had, so good. But that seems to be like a really big thing here is buffets, so we'll see Obviously last night we just had room service, and we have a couple more nights here, so we'll see what we'll do over the next couple of nights. We've kind of had a chill evening just watching a movie. We watched The Escape Room, which was really good. Apparently there's a second one, so we might watch that tomorrow. What I really struggle with today is I obviously had the flight yesterday and I was a little bit ill for the flight. And my ears popped so badly during that flight. I don't usually suffer from that, but it was really bad. And all day today, it's still been like weird with the ear popping. So if anyone knows anything about that, also like when we were landing, this part of my face and like down here really started hurting. And I guess it's the sinuses, but never had that before. So if anyone knows what I can do to fix that, please let me know. It was not pleasant. It was a brand new day and we headed straight to breakfast before having a little dip in the pool. I'm not gonna lie, this pool was extremely cold because of the lack of sunlight during our stay in Boracay, but it was still very nice. We then headed inside, I did some editing, and Alex brought us some KFC because we walked past it the other day and it looked so tasty. I have to apologise for the lack of content from us today, but honestly we have had just a really relaxing day, chilling, swimming, yeah, editing, been trying to edit, playing cards. We're just gonna go out for dinner now, so yeah, you guys can come to dinner with us. We're going to another buffet, but we're going to the one at our hotel, so you literally have to just walk around the corner. It's great. Another day, another beautiful sunset. We headed to dinner at our hotel this night because they had a buffet too, which looked really good. I will say that the other buffet was probably a lot better, but this was the last buffet we did while we were here. You can get kind of sick of the whole buffet vibe, I'm not gonna lie. It was a brand new day and we went for a little walk along the beach. The weather again didn't do us many favors, but it was still stunning. We went and had our favorite smoothie bowls and finally the sun started coming out. It was so stunning in the sun, guys. What a difference it makes. We decided we should put our feet in the water because we at least have to do that, and it was such a beautiful temperature. It was a bit of a shame about the algae because that just isn't for us. You know what you guys have seen from today, but I am going to start toning my hair. So obviously, as you can see, my hair is bleached and the roots are just awful at the minute. I have been traveling for the last 2.5 months, so it's just horrendous. I managed to buy the proper like stuff to mix into my hair, and I'm gonna go ahead and do it now. I've mixed it in a little teacup and we're just gonna lather it on. So like I said, it's just the toner. I don't need to bleach my hair. I mean, my hair could probably benefit from a bleaching, but I just do not trust myself. Oh my gosh, it's getting everywhere already. My mum is a hairdresser and she watches my videos, obviously, and so does the lady that works for her. They are gonna, I can just see them now watching this being like, okay, what is going on here? I know I've slathered that part on and I have just realised that I definitely have not mixed enough of this. I'm very much trying not to look at the colour of this right now because do I love it? No. No, I hate it. I hate it to such an extreme amount. But we're going to trust the process. We're going to trust the process. Okay, excuse the sudden cut, but let's just say my hair did not turn out the way that I wanted to and I needed a break from it. Like I said, the sun came out earlier and it was a beautiful sunset. It is so interesting walking along the beach at night because honestly there's so many fun activities going on. I went radio silent because this is how my hair turned out. Guys, what? No, it just did not. It was a brand new day and we decided that today was going to be like our other days. It was a chill day. There were honestly so many activities that you could take part on the island, but we knew that Boracay was just a break for us. We've been travelling for the last 2 months, and honestly we just needed to relax. So we played some card games, grabbed some lunch, played some more card games, and had a little swim in the pool and just enjoyed our time. We went for a beautiful dinner and witnessed the most beautiful sunset yet. I'd heard that the sunsets in Boracay were some of the most beautiful, and we're so glad that we got to witness one. After dinner, we walked down to the beach and just witnessed the end of it, and we were so lucky because this was our last sunset in Boracay. It was our last morning, and of course it was the most beautiful weather today. Just checked out of our hotel. We are walking around now, going to get our favourite thing on this island. We took a walk down the beach and we saw some people climbing up the palm trees to go and get coconut, which obviously makes sense, but I realised that each of the palm trees have these little carvings into them to make steps up the tree, which I had never noticed before, and honestly is so clever. It's one of those things that once you see it, you can never unsee it. We had one of our favourite meals one last time, and then we headed back to our hotel and grabbed a coconut because everyone has them. And then headed to the boat to get off the island. Boracay honestly was a dream, and I would definitely recommend it to anyone that wants to travel to the Philippines. However, the worst point of my trip, despite the hair situation, was arriving to the plane and realising that it was a spinny plane. Now, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. The ones that have the propellers and not like the normal engines. This was one of my biggest fears, so wish us good luck. This was one of my biggest fears, so wish us good luck on our flight. But this is the end of the video, and if you would like to see where we are heading next, and honestly it is somewhere that is so exciting, please check us out on the next vlog. Remember to subscribe, like and comment, and we will see you there.